Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and you join us again here for another tournament game of Wingspan. We are once again in the Tawny Eagle Throwdown. We played a few games already in this league phase, but we've still got plenty to go. And we've got another one coming up here, and we're going first, so we're going to jump in. And yeah, hopefully we are going to get a good starting hand. What have we got to work with here? Okay, we've got some forest options, I mean. Definitely a couple of nice ones there, and even the Tui, so that could potentially be quite nice, of course, if your opponent plays something good. Really good way of countering to that, so definitely some good forest options there. Although I did see, yeah, caught my eye immediately, Red-winged Blackbird in the tray, so while this starting hand obviously has the glaring weakness of no wetland options, Blackbird in the tray, excellent stuff, so we'll be grabbing that. We'll see what we've got on the bonus card, okay. Probably go Wildlife Gardener there. I mean, I think I might look at keeping this Tui, but to be honest, I think with this opening, I'd probably just pick up the Blackbird, play that, and start doing some digging, see what we can find, maybe get a Wetlands Engine out of this, but, you know, we're scoring 2 points each time, we're getting some eggs, and that buys a bit of time, because I think with Tui, you kind of need that time in a 1v1, just to sort of wait and see and assess, is my opponent going to play, you know, that Wood Duck or that strong forest brown power that you can go and copy. So yeah, only costs of course that one food, and or that one food that I would be able to keep if I didn't keep the Tui. So yeah, I can still keep of course 4 food here and still be plenty rich. Obviously the downside here is the extra nectar, but we might be able to grab some from the feeder. There is already some there. Maybe, you know, if I, as I say, just wait a little bit, see what my opponent does, I can respond. And to be honest, I think as attractive as these are, and if I had, you know, maybe like a house finch or a nice forest, you know, tucking birds, that sort of, maybe a chipping sparrow for the egg access, I could totally see myself going for a strong forest engine here with the caches, and as I say, with the 2 as well. But Blackbird's too tempting. I'd rather dig and see what we find. So I think let's lock that in. Let's see where this takes us. But yeah, Blackbird, excellent to start with. We'll be picking that up, playing that, and doing some digging. And it is on to our first turn of the game here, opponent keeping 3 birds, as we can see. So, yeah, remains to be seen, of course, if there's a forest bird, a nice forest brown power in there. And if there is, I mean, you know, we could always just respond quickly, force down this Tui, and go from there. I think certainly if I'm going to play this Blackbird first, I think I'll spend the seed. And then, yeah, if we do need to force the Tui later, we can. But I think in general, just being able to keep that nectar early doors, be able to give yourself that flexibility where if you do draw a bird that, you know, you don't know what food it's going to need, you're sort of ready to react there. So yellow bellied sapsucker is certainly not a bad brown power, but not one I'm immediately going to get out of my way to try and copy. So I think we just go with this Blackbird, as I say. Draw some cards, do that digging. I mean, it's really good for the centre of round goal as well, to be honest. I think it's always good when you can get a first end of round goal like this that you're sort of passively qualifying for anyway. Like I'd ordinarily, even if that wasn't the end of round goal, be playing this Blackbird, drawing some cards, obviously using this tucking power, getting some eggs on there. And if that's going to help me get some points, potentially off this end of round goal, all the better. So we're just going to dig, we're just going to go off the top, see what we find. Whoa, okay, there we go. That's the sort of thing I kind of wanted in the starting hand, unfortunately. And yeah, this Rufus Night Heron has also come up, which I don't think is a very good wetland brown power, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to tuck that, but this could be an option. This could genuinely be an option. We could be air sandwing it up, I think. Maybe if we yeah, just keep digging and we do find some other good options. Definitely wishing I had those chickadees and woodpeckers and all of those nice brown powers now, but still plenty of others in there. And certainly, yeah, with all the Oceania birds in there, lots of good forest engine options. So we'll see if any of those come up, and I say, I mean, maybe we're going to get another strong one here. I think if a caching power went down, it's a good one to copy. Food gaining, not so much, so I'm not going to jump out of my way straight away, but doing some digging and just going blind off the deck, so maybe not got a good wetland bird here, which is definitely reassuring. And yeah, not great stuff in the tray as well. So sometimes in these situations, I might spend the food and reset the tray, but that could actually help my opponent more than me if some good stuff comes up. I'm actually quite happy with the terrible stuff here. We can keep digging, and as I say, if we do go with this Warbler, well, that could be an interesting option. The Astrapia, so probably the Pipit goes, but yeah, I'm quite happy to just go off the top, and yeah, if we do get extra birds, that can always just go and get cycled with a Warbler. But this is certainly an interesting bird. I think if this is a 3-player game, I'm getting this down immediately, but in 1v1 where, you know, I'm basically helping my opponent here, giving them eggs when they clearly don't have any access as of yet, don't really want to be doing that. So I think we'll draw one last time here. Whoa, okay, that's what we like to see. And a crow. And a crow. Okay, we could be going basic base game full tuck here with the crow in the wetlands. I don't mind that, honestly. I don't mind that at all. It's a good way of getting some nectar, of course. And yeah, just generally getting some food and just keep on drawing and yeah, see where that takes you. Clear out the space that can very easily fill up on that blackbird. So I might do that. I might do that. It's been a while, I think, since I've had the old blackbird crow start in the wetlands, so could be interesting. But yeah, as I say, I mean, it's definitely tempting. It's definitely a good option. I think potentially here would be to go with the Warbler and then yeah, just take food, do the card cycling up there whilst also getting some food is appealing. And yeah, I think if I had some other good options to play, that might be tempting. So I don't know. I still want to wait and see. I still want to be a little bit greedy with my time here and just see if that good forest brown power is going to come out. But it feels unlikely here if you started with Sapsucker. You're going to look to try and develop the other habitats. Clearly a wetland bird needs to go down at some point. Maybe get something in the grasslands as well. So what is it going to be? It's going to be a blue throat. So okay, we're going to get some food thrown at me, and that makes me lean away from the forest, and that makes me lean more into going into this wetland. So I think we will play this crow. We'll spend the nectar, of course, now because no guarantees that I'm going to play another bird this round. So I want to make sure I'm spending that nectar. And yeah, as I say, if blue throat's going to give us a bit of food, it's just going to supplement things a little bit more as well. We keep drawing. You know, got this eagle for safekeeping for later, so certainly that's going to be a good option, and that's going to be something we'll want to play with some of our spare cards. But yeah, for now, I think we just keep on digging. We just keep on looking. I mean, we're obviously looking for Mute Swan. It's a great option, but just more tucking birds, tuck and draws, tuck and lays, anything to just build out this wetlands and just increase the number of points is going to be good. So opponent, as kind of expected, is resetting this train, hoping for better stuff. Jude Petit Mouse come up. Again, maybe a caching power if I went in the forest, but yeah, nothing great, nothing super duper amazing, which I say I'm quite happy to see that. I think if the tray stays bad, we can hopefully feast off the deck. So getting a bit of free food, the berry, maybe not super relevant to us at the moment. We'll go draw some cards. Okay, we're just gonna find a raven with no other grassland options. So well, I think for now let's skip this crow. And I mean, yeah, if we've got raven, I don't think this Tanager's ever gonna go down. I don't know, maybe. Just trying to think of a world in which that might be useful for a wildlife gardener. I'm sort of still keeping hold of these two just in the faint hope of maybe going into the forest, but I think if I've got a raven in hand, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So let's get rid of the low point birds. And yeah, I mean, we've sort of coincidentally still got the rats, so I think we just keep on digging. I think we just keep on drawing, and this is for safekeeping. If we do find other nice grassland birds, we can always move into the grasslands, and obviously this is a great way of getting some nectar and scoring loads of points there. But equally, I mean, if we're just going to keep getting given food as well from this blue throat, might not even need the raven. So we are winning this end of round goal, which is good news. That's what we wanted. Let's see what we can get. Oh, there we go. Yellow-headed blackbird is just what the doctor ordered. So we can go and grab another seed there. I think, yeah, Tui can definitely go now. I have no interest in you. And yeah, we just stick into this wetland. So this is definitely going well. And I think this is showing the merits of that early digging. I mean, you can see we've drawn cards 6 times in this round. Obviously, one of those to draw the blackbird early on. But there we go, Purple Martin. We could have had that as well had the tray not got reset. So yeah, would have liked that. But definitely happy to get the blackbird. And I say we'll just keep on digging, score points as we're doing so. And that mute swan, hopefully, is still out there. Plenty of other tuck and draws as well to find. And yeah, even if we don't find them, we're scoring points, getting some food from this crow. We've already got loads. I don't even think we need this raven. I think we can just chill. We can just keep hold of that and see. But yeah, as I say, we're just going to get thrown food. I think we're going to be okay. So easy end of round goal win, very nice. Coming to the next round, again, terrible tray. So sort of okay with that. I think we just do our own thing. So certainly my opponent's been drawing a lot. Wonder where this martin is going to go. Is it going to be a grassland martin? Is it going to be maybe go in the wetlands, and maybe they're going to be the one digging for that bush tit, mute swan, main duck sort of bird? We shall see. But certainly lots of cards in hand, so grassland martin could work here. Just do that bit of cycling. And yeah, there we go. Already had the worm, so that makes perfect sense. As does playing this blackbird here for us. So very nice, just upgrading this engine. And as I say, this is like super. This takes me back. This takes me back to base game, full tuck. So those are good times. So getting a bit of nostalgia maybe from this game. Obviously augmented a little bit because we're going to have this eagle. I'm sure is going to go down at some point. And yeah, if we do, of course, find those sort of mute swan, main duck type birds. It's not quite base game, but who knows? Maybe we'll just find bush tit and we'll kind of stick with what we're doing. So what do we not want? I think probably actually just these birds that we picked up is what we don't want. So actually, I mean, I'm sort of thinking if I just start spending eggs to see more cards, what I might actually do, I'm definitely going to be taking some nectar here. I might actually, maybe now I start spending that food to reset this tray because I'm clearly food rich. Potentially we're going to have more on the way if this blue thread does get used. And it is maybe a bit of a race. Maybe I am now feeling a bit more urgent because I'm only drawing 2 cards each time, tucking them both. I think certainly I will be spending eggs to draw more cards. So, fish crow, yes, we did see that picked up as well. So base game grasslands as well going on there. Very nice. Yeah, let's spend some food. Let's spend a fish because I feel like fish not normally the kind of food you look to spend in a full tuck. So we'll see what we can find. Well, there we go. That'll do. Thank you very much. European goldfinch. I think we'll leave the pelleted. I mean, it could be a good option, given that we don't have the cavity nest for my opponent to go for, but we'll just go off the top. Ooh, tufted titmouse. We can double play, and we've got the cavity nest now, so that certainly works out very nicely indeed. I think this carrion crow isn't going to work. I'm not really seeing that many predators come out. I'm sort of keeping hold of that. Maybe in hope more than expectation, and yeah, maybe now I'm still holding into this raven. I think we'll ditch the tanager. So yeah, not finding the extra bird to add onto our wetlands, but we're still scoring points and we're finding nice pink powers and double play birds as well. That was kind of always the key back on the base game days. Clear out the egg space on your blackbirds and your bush tits by getting these cheap double play options down. So that would certainly be nice. And yeah, I mean, we could even, I say, maybe still play this raven. I don't think this is a good idea. I think this is a classic raven as a trap, and I think maybe there's some of you out there, certainly newer players, who see raven and sort of the blinkers go on, tunnel vision, immediately pivot to the grasslands, but yeah, I don't think that's the play here. I think for sure we've got to be getting this pink power out. So goldfinch goes down. That effectively nullifies this martin. So obviously you still get the sort of intangible benefit of that card cycle if you're my opponent here, but you're not getting the points anymore because I'm just going to get one every single time. So unless maybe they can add like a, I don't know, barn swallow or something like that, add another one in there. We're certainly in a strong position. Lots of points on the board. I think this has been a really quick start. Certainly being able to get that crow and then the second blackbird down, I'd say very, very quickly. That definitely helps in this sort of situation. So I think we'll keep on drawing. There's maybe a world in which we lay eggs here for the end of round. I mean, we could, if my opponent actually, if they don't play another forest bird, we could just lay eggs twice and pull a fast one and get those 5 points. But I don't know if I want to be doing that. I think I've set up this wetlands for a reason, and that reason is to use it, see more cards, and score lots of points while doing so. So that will certainly be the aim here. And alright, on to our next turn. You'll see Goldfinch already doing its thing, so glad we got that down quickly. And yeah, now that we've actually spent all our food, probably not going to spend more resetting this tray. But I think I will be spending eggs to see more cards, because as I say, we're only drawing 2, and if we're tucking them both, it's kind of not great. So probably will take a nectar here, kind of in hope more than anything else that maybe, just maybe, we do get that nice option coming up. But even if we don't, we can always just spend that instead of the egg, and it's a nectar spent seeing more cards. So this may well be a very low scoring nectar situation. Oh, they have gone with the pleated. Okay, I didn't even register that had been picked up. So okay, so that'll be to win the end of round goal, but that's going to qualify us, and we don't have to do anything. So that is good. That's going to save me a turn. But what I was trying to say was this might be a low scoring nets game, because we've got Fish Crow gaining 1 and American Crow gaining 1, but now I think with this forest we're going to see lots more nectar for my opponent, so that definitely gives them a bit of a leg up there. But I think we just keep on doing our thing. Great hold out, excellent option. I will be playing you right now, I think, because we pretty much got the food for that. So let's actually, do we want to keep this welcome swallow? I think probably we don't care. So we'll get rid of you. Grab another nectar, and yeah, peaceful dove. You can go away as well. So I'm sort of gambling. That my opponent is going to use the pleated, but I think you have to. I mean, maybe you play this smart and you lay eggs again, and then I have to miss the end of round goal because I took another nectar. But yeah, I mean, if it was laying eggs to qualify, it's 2 points for the eggs, 2 points to qualify. Maybe you lay eggs on the American Crow as well, and you're sort of qualifying for 2 end of round goals in 1. But it's not a great turn, so we'll see. I think that might be the play here. Nope. Oh, the play is going to be to take food, but skip the woodpecker. So, I mean, now I could tie. And suddenly it's worth a lot more points, and obviously it cost me a nectar, so I probably could have played that better and taken the rat and sort of prepped myself for this position. But I've made my bed now. So yeah, now I can lay eggs, and we're going to tie. I'm going to get 3 points. I'm going to take 2 off my opponent, so effectively be 7 points for that turn, which is tempting. 7 points for a turn is pretty good. Cost me 2 nectar. Is that worth it? Question mark. I think it probably is. 7 points is pretty good. So we'll take the loss off the nectar. As I say, definitely could have played that better. But such is life. And we move into round number 3. Anything good in the tray? Well, we'll certainly take some more pink powers, and we'll certainly take a kiwi as well, which will hit this end. I was going to call it an end of round goal. We'll hit this bonus card. But yeah, we're going to need to find some more bonus card beds. So I think we do just take all of these. I think finally I can commit to getting rid of this raven. And yeah, we'll grab a bit more nectar. And as I say, maybe we play this cowbird, maybe we don't. I think certainly my opponent looks like they've sort of moved into the forest now. Maybe you know, you cycled with your marten, you found some big point birds like Atlantic puffin. Now's the time to get some food and play though. So that might be the approach. But certainly, I mean, you know, if we play this cowbird, effectively my opponent in that grasslands is, you know, giving me 2 points each time. They're not scoring points, so that could be crippling. So yeah, definitely an option. What do I think they're going to do? I mean, if I play the cowbird, we're not going to really see much more egg laying at all, I think. So I think I'll go one more turn drawing cards, and we'll see what's going to come our way. Because still not finding. I mean, I could go for one of these. I kind of don't want to. I don't want to be giving away eggs and a 0-point bird in round 3. It's just not it. So little penguin is exactly the kind of bird I had in mind. So we'll take that, and yeah, I think we'll now be playing that instead of that cowbird. So that's very nice. Big point play. And yeah, this end of round goal will be interesting. I think, again, if I had taken the rat last round, I think there was a scenario where we could have done penguin and owl, but I suppose we wouldn't be able to lay eggs on all of them. Maybe we can do penguin, take cards, and then maybe we play the eagle now, and then we can lay eggs. That might be advantageous. Just realised this is a star nest as well, so that's good for the bonus card. We'll get some points there, so doing alright there. And yeah, big point and a brown power that will hopefully score us some points. Obviously, we know that Puffin's already gone. Oh, we're just getting given the rat. Okay, that's actually really helpful. That makes up. That's accounting for my mistake earlier. So thank you very much, opponent, for helping me out there. Let's get this penguin into the game, and I'll say just manage these egg spaces a little bit. Possibly, again, we're sort of blocking this pleated woodpecker usage, because if you want to use that and give me an egg and I'll put it on my penguin, then I can potentially qualify for this end of round without doing anything, or even win it. So yeah, we might have a couple of turns. Already had one. We might have a second in this game where we just lay eggs and not score many points, but hit the end of round goal. So I think that'll be important. And yeah, I think probably this cowbird will go. It'll either get tucked on one of these blackbirds, or maybe under the eagle. I think we play this owl, and I think this kiwi, we kind of wait and see, because I won't want to be discarding a 4-point bonus card, I think. Did see Sprague's Pipit. I think that's the kind of bird maybe we're hoping for, so maybe I could have got rid of the cowbird and kept that. But yeah, just another bonus card bird. But we'll draw something, and we've got that insurance where if it's not very good... Oh, more nectar. Then we're ready. So, okay. That's interesting. That's maybe hoping that I can't use that, but I certainly will, and I'm not going to make the same mistake as last round. And there's the barred swallow that we've been waiting ages for, and a woodstock. So probably don't need you, because I think we're late enough in the game that that's a better option. Oh, Sister Cola as well. Okay, lots of good stuff coming up here. Osprey, that's what we want to see. Yeah, cowbird, you can go. Do we take more food here? I'm not sure how to play this situation. I kind of want to do Sister Cola. Yeah, I mean, if we play the Woodstock, if we do like Sister Cola into Kiwi later, we can max this out. We could also do Sister Cola into Eagle. I think we could also just... I don't know, we do have to think about this end of round. So I think I will take a nectar here. And I think I will get rid of the Spartan Swallow because it's too late. I don't think I'm going to be using you enough. If you'd come up like a round earlier, then definitely I'd be playing that. But yeah, it's too late now. So I think... yeah, Woodstock and then C. Don't really want to lay eggs. Oh, you found your own raven as well. Okay, so maybe you're going to lay eggs and you're going to try and go 1, 2, 3 for the end of round goal. I think that's fine. Again, now for me, if I laid eggs, it would only be 5 points to lay eggs because I'd only be getting 3 for qualifying. And I'm less certain that that's worth it. So I think what we do here, I think we play Woodstalk, and we see what the bonus card is going to be, and go from there. Okay, so it is a bad one. I mean, again, we could keep Nest Box if we're going to do this double play. It's basically 3 or 4. Yeah, I mean, the fact that I'd have to play this to get the 4, at which point I'd want to be discarding it, makes it a bit pointless. So I think we'll take what we know, which is the 3 points here, and I'd be, yeah, relatively comfortable, I think, discarding that off Kiwi. So not the dream pull. I mean, maybe I was hoping for like a Rodentologist or an Omnivore or a Bird counter. But yeah, certainly gives a bit of ammunition for this Kiwi. And yeah, we're gonna have to think carefully about what food we take and where it's used, because I don't think now that we've got Raven and Fish Crow and this forest, I don't think Blue Throat's going to get used. I don't think we're really going to see the free food coming in. So yeah, I mean, with 6 turns left, if we take food, if we take cards for 4 of those turns, and then we have 2 turns playing birds, we could take the 4 food that we need to play these 2, and then obviously we don't need food for this. So that might be our plan. But yeah, you've hit all your birds. I mean, I suppose there's some value in me laying eggs here, because I'm maybe forcing them to not play a bird, or have some other kind of inefficient turn by laying eggs. But I think we need to draw cards. We need the points. Okay, Vireo, that could be interesting. Alternative to Sister Cola, but more bonus card birds coming up. And a Goldcrest, which, to be honest, I would have loved seeing that earlier. That would have been a great option. Wow, where have these been all game? Now suddenly all the bonus birds coming up. So Penguin's doing its job. And yeah, I don't know actually. Maybe we could. Yeah, maybe we could double play to Painted Bunting instead of Kiwi. I don't know. We'll keep that, and that's an option. Goldcrest is too late though. And yeah, we do need, I guess, worms. We need worms wherever it's going to go. So Prairie Chicken probably not going to be the play this game, but yeah, if we got that Goldcrest earlier, that would have been a great way to get some forest birds down out, and yeah, obviously clear out the egg spaces as well off these blackbirds. But we're in a good position. We're in a good position. Points on the board. We're probably going to lose these last 200 round goals. I mean, we're definitely going to lose this one, but I think taking a win and a tie and then a loss, I think that's okay for a full tuck where you generally don't care too much about end of round goals anyway. So hopefully the final round is pretty straightforward. But we are going to have some decisions on, yeah, whether I feel more confident of scoring off a Painted Bunting looking at 2 bonus cards, or a Kiwi looking at 4, but obviously losing some points here. So we'll have some decisions to make, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And alright, on to our next turn. We're in the final round here, and as you will see, my opponent did find another tucking bird, so very, 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 very base game grasslands here. So still obviously won the end of round goal, but did get the swallow down. And yeah, now we're still getting the tucks, but they're now getting 2, which is obviously strong. And lots of nectar, so I think probably, you sometimes have nectar considerations in these end games. Probably not going to be the case here, but we'll still try and be ready to react where we can. So drawing some, yeah, more fodder there. Penguin doing its job though, so we're happy with that. Let's start taking some nectar. And yeah, as long as Penguin's hitting, and we're still scoring 4 points in this wetlands, I think that's okay. And it's certainly, I mean, it's about, I want to say it's about the same. It might even be more than what my opponent's scoring in their grasslands, given the pink power that we've got. So it's always good to kind of match up well there. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to hit them hard, because I think this eagle's going to be a huge play. And yeah, whether it's like, maybe I'm I'm sort of thinking at the moment what we'd probably do is we play the eagle and then we do Sister Cola into Kiwi. And that's going to be our end game, because could always do a forest double play into the owl, take the safe points, take maybe the slightly less safe bonus card, but yeah, Kiwi feels like the sensible play for now. So Penguin not doing its job there, which is a shame. And yeah, the egg space here is okay. I think we're just about going to be okay on these egg spaces here. Obviously clearing out one each time with the crow helps, but yeah, by the time we're full there, we're going to be playing these birds. So we will see. I mean, I think there's a scary amount of nectar. Yeah, we're certainly not going to be able to do much in the one, so that's a shame. But only three left, and it's very close. It is very close. And these other two habitats. So I think, as I say, all we can do is be in a position to be ready. And because we're going second here, we do sort of have that advantage of being ready to react. Well, good thing Flamingo didn't come up earlier. Please, Penguin, thank you for that final present. Do appreciate that. And yeah, last nectar here. And we'll ditch this Galar. So, okay. We've done all our drawing. We've done everything there. I sort of wrote this end around goal off, but maybe, I mean, it depends if they got a double play or something, but we are going to get 3 more birds out. And that could tie things up, so we'll see. But yeah, I think we play eagle, and then I think we see, because if doing the double play in the forest, if Vireo into Kiwi, if that flips a nectar there, then that could be worth doing. But yeah, with 3 nectar in supply and probably more on the way, I think we're just going to have to wait and see and then react based on that. But I think certainly, yeah, Kiwi is going to be the play. I mean, it's already a point better than the painted bunting, so you're really only giving up 2 points here on the bonus card, and then you're seeing 2 more, and obviously keeping 2 of those. So the chances of getting at least 3 points of value from those extra bonus cards that you're seeing and choosing from, I think, is pretty high. So obviously not got loads of birds out, but I mean, we're going to have a few star nests in play. As I said, you know, I already listed some bonus cards earlier. I'd like Omnivore, Fishery Manager, Rodentologist, Bird Counter. Yeah, any of those would score a good number of points. So I think whenever you're in this sort of situation, the more bonus cards you can think of that would score well, the more reassurance you can have on yeah, finding one of those and hopefully scoring some points. So we'll just have to wait and see what my opponent's going to do, whether it's going to be playing more birds now, whether it's just going to be laying eggs. I mean, I would maybe be looking at spending some of this nectar whilst laying eggs in the grasslands to take the lead there, and then play a forest bird to sort of really cement that. But just depends what you've drawn. If you've not found birds to play in those habitats, then yeah, there's not really too much you can do. So we'll let them decide and then go from there. And it is back round to us. You'll see we're getting a tuck, which means my opponent has been laying more eggs. So it's still a tie in this grasslands. So what I'm thinking is, what I could do is double play Sister Cola into Eagle and be leading the grassland nectar. And then I'm in a position where if I need to play the Kiwi in the grasslands, because my opponent's just played a grassland bird, then it's no different to if I was to keep the double play and do it later. But if they play a forest play, that's maybe not spending all that nectar. But I don't know, with 6 nectar, I'm sort of thinking this has got to be like a teal power, or it's like a stubble quail, or it's something like that, because they're still grabbing nectar on that last turn laying eggs, still using these birds to grab a bunch of nectar. So not really sure what is going to be going down, but I think what we are going to do is we are going to play Sister Cola, and this does block the forest double play, but to be honest, this Viri up there is It's only worth an extra point, so I think chancing myself on the nectar here, I think that feels better. So we'll do this double play. And as I say, sneaky pull into the lead on this grass nectar. I have a feeling that we are going to see, yeah, the stubble quail. I don't know. I feel like if you had, I was going to say it's like a starling or something, but I think if you had a starling, you'd be playing that first so that you're getting the extra eggs each time. I mean, I think my opponent has been throwing cards each time anyway, but yeah, if I had to guess, I think this might be a forest play, and this might be like a double play into cassowary or something like that. So no, it is a stubble quail, so there we go. But what that does mean is that now we can play this kiwi, and we can put it in the forest, spend our remaining nectar, and yeah, we're going to flip that nectar, so that's good. I say max out Wildlife Gardener, really nice, and get rid of this Data Analyst. So there we go. All the starness paying off. Mechanical Engineer coming through, and Bird Panda as well for another 4 points. So very nice kiwi doing its job there, and a tie on the end of round goal. So we'll take some points there and take some points on those nectars as well. So obviously losing 2 but winning that forest was key, and we're going to come into the final scores and see just how key it was. I'm thinking we're on for a good score, but I know my opponent had some big birds down as well. So yeah, 51, slight lead, but those late pickups from the kiwi, very nice, put us in a strong position. I think as long as we're close, going into the tuck cards, we're in fact in the lead. So yeah, we obviously have plenty of those, thanks to our lovely Wetlands engine. 35 in total, a few nectar points, but it's a convincing win there. 133 is the final score, up against 100. So yeah, very happy with that. Obviously, as I say, a bit of fortune there, the kiwi. Definitely some nice pulls, but just a really solid start. I mean, blackbird, always good to start with that, and then the crow and the other blackbird. Took forever to find that penguin, but when it came through, it really came through. 7 caches, definitely welcome. And then yeah, just finding some solid birds to play. Obviously that goldfinch was nice as well with the pink power, because what my opponent had going was pretty good grasses in the end, just maybe took a little bit long. So Dark Specialist nice, Visionary Leader, yeah, not so much. So Puffin definitely not coming through there, but yeah, we were just able to counter this so well, and really the card draw I think was helping us, the good engine, and definitely picking up some late points on the end of round goals and on the nectar. So I say very convincing win. Hopefully an enjoyable game to watch. I definitely had fun playing that one, and we've still got a few more games left to go in this league phase. So if you want to see those, do hit subscribe, make sure you're following along, and I look forward to seeing you in another game very soon.